Hey y'all, it's Diane with Shellcraft One and my old barn door, and I'm back with another scrapbusters video. I'm just doing a craft with me and scrapping around trying to get through my box of scraps, and you have to bear with me because I am fighting a migraine. So y'all know how that works. Sometimes my hands don't function right and things like that, so just bear with me, but we'll get through it. So I just pulled a bunch of my scraps out of my scrap box and put them on this tray because I find that a lot of times if I do this, then I can get through this little bundle of scraps and do, whatever needs to be done with these and have some ephemera made out of them. And then I can go grab more scraps out of my scrap box and work with those. And it just kind of makes it a less overwhelming process for me to do it this way. And so it might work for you. I don't know. It works different for everybody. But I just thought I would show you what I do. So I've just grabbed kind of a few pieces of scraps. And I think what I would like to do, these all came out of my scrapbook. And I think what I'd like to do is try and make some little clusters for now. So that I can have things ready to decorate on the booklets that we made out of our scraps and on the tags that we made out of our scraps and things like that. So I think that's what I'm going to work on today, is just trying to make some clusters with what we have here. So let's just go ahead and get started. And I am just going to kind of slide the tray over to the side so that it's not overwhelming, the shot or the screen or whatever. So I'm going to use some of these doilies too, I think, because I want some doily pieces in it. And I'm also going to use possibly some of my little fabric pieces, and I'm going to use some of my die cuts as well. So let's just, we're just going to play and see how many we can get made in 30 minutes. So when I'm doing this, I just kind of try to just start putting stuff together and just kind of see how it falls in line. And now this would make actually a pretty tag. So see, the squirrel has happened, but that's okay because I don't mind that, simply because, and even though this tag is not straight or anything, I like it. And I think that it would be cute to do something like this and do like a little cluster on here. And then let's see what we have here. Oh, I wanted some of our punches. Let me grab some of our punches out so that we can use some of those up. So let's see, I have butterflies, I've got hearts, big hearts, and circles, and let's see what we can do with one of these circles. I don't like the color of that one with, no. Let's use the yellow. Okay, so we can do that. And let's find us a heart that we can use. Let's see what goes with this, with the color of this tag. I like that one. Okay. And I think that's good enough for now with those. I just kind of wanted you to see, that you can use the things that you punch out. All right, so let's go. I think I kind of want to go this way with this and this way with this. And then we can put our circle kind of like right here. And our heart can maybe go there. And it's really just making a little cluster on the tag. And then I want to put a word. So let's go ahead and glue this down. And then we'll have us a finished tag. So let's go ahead and glue this down. Where is my glue stick? Here we go. Actually, let me use my little book for this. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and put my glue on the back of here. Trying not to use as much glue as I have been using because it wastes my glue stick. And you really and truly, it doesn't take that much of this Oohoo glue. It's pretty good glue, so. Okay. So let's just, you know what? We're just going to glue over that circle right there. And I'll show you what we're going to do since we've glued on top of it, I'll just take this wet glue and glue on the back of the circle. Okay. And that way it gets a good hold. Alright, and then we'll put some glue on the back of this one. Okay. So we'll go right there with it. And then we'll put some glue on our heart. And I think I want to ink around the edges of the heart just to make it pop a little bit. Let me see. This is the Ranger Distress Oxide. This one's ground espresso. If you need to know where to find these, you can go in my Amazon link in the description box below and it'll take you right to it. And it does help me if you use my link. I get a little bit, not very much, but I do get a little bit off of it. So if you use my link. Okay. Just a little bit of ink there will kind of help make that heart pop. So since it's kind of wet with ink, I'm going to use wet glue just to make sure I don't smear my ink so bad. So Gracie seems to be feeling a little better. She's, I think she might be milking it a little, but I'm fine with that. She can milk it all she wants to. But she is, you know, feeling better. Now, you'll probably see this video a few days after I'm recording it right now. Today is the day after she had her seizures. You know, it'll probably be a few days before you see this video. So hopefully she'll be much, much better by the time y'all see this video. But anyways, so yeah, she's doing a little bit better. She still hasn't drank anything. She's drank a little bit, but she's just not, you know, which she never really drinks a whole lot anyway, you know, in her normal daytime activities. She never really drinks a whole lot. Now I want to put a word here. So I've got these that are in my Etsy shop. I have the words and they're on different backgrounds in the kit. Hang on and let me see what I've named the kit so you'll know where to find them. Okay, it's called the Fussy Cut Kit, and it's got birds and butterflies and flowers, I think, and then these words in the kit. So that's how you can find it. But I took, you know, I mean, this is what it would print out regular. So you can either shrink it down, you know, and make them print out smaller, or you can make them print out bigger. I tried to make it a versatile size so that you could print them however you want to print them. So I took these and I shrunk them down, and so we're just going to use one of these words. So let's see. I think I like this one. It just kind of jumped out at me. So, and I think I want to use my fancy cut scissors. Let me grab them. Okay. I think what I want to do first is just cut with regular scissors so that I can get to it. And what I will do after this video is I'll cut all of these up and have them ready to go for when I'm ready to use them. Okay, and then we'll just go this way. I didn't cut that very well, did I? That's okay. All right, now, see if we can put us a fancy edge on it. Okay. It's not wanting to cooperate very well with me right now. There we go. But anyways, so Gracie is feeling better. She's eating and she's not drinking very good, but she never really drank very good. So I think she's going to be okay. So I'm just still watching her real close because she is still walking kind of like she's drunk. So I have to watch her, but she seemed to gain a little bit of strength and not be so weak once she ate today. So that's a good thing. So I'm just going to ink the edge of this. And I just kind of wanted it to look like it was torn and uneven. So that's why I cut it the way I did. Don't want to overwhelm it with ink. Okay. So now we can just put us a little glue on there. I'm going to zoom in so you can see a little better. I'm sorry. Sometimes I have the camera too far away and I don't mean for it to be, so I apologize. All right, and I think I kind of want this to go at an angle. I don't want it to be perfectly straight. So let's put it on like that. Just like that. Okay. Now, I want something at the top. Actually, I think I want to use a piece of paper as a topper. So let's just kind of dig in our paper here and see what we think would be a cute topper. I mean, even this would be cute, but I don't think it's wide enough. Let's see. I don't even know what all is in here. Oh, this one. I like that. So I'm just going to fold that in half because I think it's a little bit too long, and then I'm just going to tear this like this, and maybe, just maybe, I'll even ink the edges. Just a little. Okay. And so I'm just going to fold this one in half. Whoops, dropped it. And then we're going to staple him on right here. And I have a little stapler somewhere, but I don't know what I did with it. Where did you go? Oh well, I can't find it. We're just going to use the regular stapler right now. And see, I love that it's not straight here at the top. Okay, so let's just, and there we go. We have a tag. You know what? Let's go ahead and ink around the edges of this too. Okay, so we kind of just made a cluster on a tag, and then that's okay. It might have gotten there. It got where I wanted it to go, maybe just in a little different way, but we got there. Okay. All right, so we have a tag. Put him to the side, and then let's see. This would make a pretty tag. But I want to make clusters. We'll do tags later. All right, let's see. So I have this piece here. I'm just going to tear it. And I'm actually going to tear around the edges of it. All the way around the edges of it. And then let's see what we can get to go with it. I kind of like this to go with it. So we're going to tear a little bit of that off. I'm going to throw this away. And then we're going to tear it about right here. So we can have that like that. And then I have, oh, I like this with it too. Let's do, I like the cardboard with it. Let's do it about like that. And then, okay, so I'm going to tear it right here. And I don't like, you know, want everything to be straight. Let's do this in behind here. And then we can just tear it off right here. So we just don't need it to be that long. We can have that coming out this way, and then maybe something in the middle. So I think what I'm going to do is go ahead and staple this. In the middle. Move that for a second, and then I want to use one of these if it looks right. So I'm thinking that would be super cute like that. I don't know, I think it might overwhelm it a little. And I kind of need something, ooh, that's in the brown color. Okay, so let's make him a little smaller. And just pull our strings off. You just want to shabby it up just a little. Oops. Hopefully the lighting is good enough. It's kind of getting dark now when I'm filming this, so sometimes I struggle with my lighting at night time. I need to order a ring light to have in here, but I just, you know, I'll get the funds eventually. We're just gonna put it that way. Okay, and I want something coming out from under this, and I think I have, ooh, I have some cheesecloth. Let's use some cheesecloth. Oh, you know what would be super cool? Y'all remember this creepy cloth that I got for the Halloween journal? Let's use some creepy cloth. Oh my goodness, it can get wadded up though, let me tell you. Okay, here we go. This is the end I can cut off of. Okay. I just kind of want to pull it apart. And I don't want it to overwhelm the cluster. I just want it to be big enough to come out from under the cowl. So we're just going to trim across this way and then trim up this way. We can always trim it up if we need to. Okay. So we have that, and then if we put this here, how cute is that? I love it. Okay. Let me get my Fabri-Tac. Oh no. Oh, I boo-booed. Okay. Do y'all see what I did? Do you see that? I left my Fabri-Tac sitting upside down. And it gooped out. Hold on, let me fix it. Okay. You live and learn, right? Okay, so I'm going to turn this over and just put a little Fabri-Tac. Not an overwhelming amount, but I want enough for it to go through the creepy cloth and be able to catch hold in the paper. Okay, and I just want a little bit. I'm trying to not put so much that it's going to, you know, show through the fabric. Whoops. Okay, I'm making a mess. That's okay. Okay, this needs to come down a little. Oh, darn. Oh, darn. Don't do that. See? Fumble fingers gets worse with migraines. Okay, here we go. All right. Let me get a wipe and wipe some of that off. Oh, my goodness. Okay. Hopefully it won't show through. I don't think it will. I think it's okay. I'm making a mess with this glue over here. Let me get the lid on. Okay. All right, so one cluster. That one turned out super cute. I really like that. Okay. So let's bring our little scrap box back over here. Let's use some of this because I just think these gals are so cool. Y'all, I got so much glue on my hands that it's sticking everywhere. Now, this is a tag. So let's just go ahead and do the tag since it's already in here. We can use the cows on here. And it needs a little red. So let's put some of this red in behind. Or maybe, wait, do we have some? Oh, there's a couple of tags. So we'll put those to the side so we can have those in our tag collection. Okay, here's some red. Yeah. All right, let's see. I don't know if that's too much plaid together. I know what I want. I have, and these, believe it or not, were in my scrap box, so we are still using scraps. But I had this that was in my scrap box, and I love this with the blue topping. This is from 1982. It's from the University of Tennessee. So we can use that for backgrounds, and then this was in my scrap bin. So let's just use a piece of music to go in behind the cows. Okay. So let's move this. Ooh, this would be cute with the cows. All right, so let me just pull a couple of pieces out that we might can play with and make us a little cluster with. Okay. So let's, I'm just going to tear a little bit of this one. Okay. And I just kind of want it to be a background. So we're going to tear off this little margin over here so we don't have so much white sticking out. And we'll do the same here. So at the same time we're making clusters, we're also decorating and, you know, making ephemera. So it works out good. I'm going to tear this piece off. Okay, and then I think I want to ink the edges of this just a little bit because it's going up against this black. So I just want to make sure that, you know, it can stand out on its own and not just blend into that black and white background. Okay. Okay, so we can do this piece. I'm going to save that piece. And then, let's see. I think I just kind of want to tear around the cows a little. So, because this piece just kind of seems a little bit overwhelming to the tag. But if we can kind of tear it out a little more in a different shape, it won't feel like that. It'll just kind of feel like it's more naturally a scrap. Kind of like that. I need something a little bit colorful in behind there because it's just all kind of blending in. So let's see how this would do with the red in the background. Yep, I kind of like that. So let's tear it about right there. Okay. And then I'm just going to tear down the side a little bit. So actually on this one, more than, I'm really not making a cluster, I'm just kind of making a stack, but I like the way it's stacking. Okay. And let's tear down this side too. Might as well tear while we're at it. I don't want to tear a whole bunch, but a little bit. And here coming soon, I'm going to be pulling my Christmas boxes out, and I know I have scraps in there, so we'll make some things with our Christmas scraps to get them ready for Christmas journals. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and start gluing these down. Because sometimes I do better with it when I go ahead and, when I just go ahead and glue them down. Okay. All right, and I think I might put some creepy cloth down. Now that I've pulled it out and I like it. So we're just gonna play with it. Wrong scissors. Let's do this way. And I tend to put a little bit more than I actually need because I don't mind, you know, trimming it up. But sometimes when you put the glue on there and smush it down, it kind of takes up some of your it bunches up a little bit under there. Okay, so we're going to take our reptile glue and we're going to do a wet glue since we got the creepy cloth under there. I'm going to turn this sideways a little, and we're just going to lay it right down in the middle. And I'm going to hold it for just a second to make sure that that glue has a chance to kind of seep through the creepy cloth and get down in there. Okay. And then our cows can go next, like that. And I think I actually like that on there too. I don't know, is it too much? I almost think that's too much. And I mean, I actually just like the way that looks with just the 3 pieces on there. I mean, I know it's very simple, but I like it, so we're gonna go with it. So I'm gonna take the ink and I'm gonna ink around the cow wallpaper or wrapping paper, just so it stands out too. And it's a very different way to make clusters, but hey, whatever works at the time. That this is just how, I mean, I was just inspired, so we're rolling with it. Get a little more ink. It's hard sometimes to ink flimsy wrapping paper, so you have to make sure that your ink dauber is good and wet with ink. Make it a little easier on yourself. There we go. Okay, so I think I'm going to use the wet glue on this too, since it's going to go through the creepy cloth a little, but maybe I'll just do it on that one side. Yeah, I'll just do a little bit of wet glue on this edge over here, and then I'll use glue stick for the rest of it because I don't want it to make this paper crinkle up. And sometimes a wet glue on a real thin paper like a wrapping paper will kind of make it crinkle up. Whoops. You know, once it dries, you'll have the little crinkles in it, so, which are fine. I mean, whichever, but I just want to make sure it gets a good hold through this creepy cloth too. So we're going to go this way. I've got glue on my hands. And I'm going to use this card just to make sure it's down good. And I mean, I actually like that just like it is. I do want to, I meant to do this before I put all of this on here, but it's okay. I was just going to round the edges. Just like that. And then you've got your creepy cloth with your music and your cows. And I think that's a super cute little tag, so we just need something to top it. Ooh, maybe we top it with this. That's what we need to do. And let's cut pretties. I'm going to ink up the edge a little. Front and back. Okay. And this is the folding tag too, so we're just going to put it on this one so we don't want to staple our tag closed, because then that would be pointless. Okay, put that right there, and then stretch our creepy cloth up, and we are good to go. So we've got another cute little tag with a collage instead of a cluster, but that's okay. We're eventually going to do a cluster. Let's just do one with this right here, right now. Let's just get her done. Okay. Let's see. Let's use some of these. Let's use this. We'll make us a cluster with this. Okay, so this can be our base. And let's see. I hope we're okay on time. I probably should stand up and look. Let me move this ruler. Oh, we're not okay on time. Okay, well, you kind of get the gist of it. So, you know, you can make clusters, make things, but if you pull a little bits at a time out of your scrap box, it makes it a little easier for you to be able to get through your scrap pile. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I know we didn't get as much done today as I had planned, but we did get 2 very cute tags. So, hope you enjoyed the video. Please like and subscribe. Leave any comments or questions you have in the comment box below. If you need anything, check out my Amazon links in the description box below. And I hope y'all have a great day. Big hugs.